Today, we're diving into something that I know is on so many of your minds: how to achieve genuine success and abundance in your life. We're going deeper today. Success and abundance aren't just about the money in your bank account or the car you drive. They're about creating a life where value flows naturally through you, where you're energized by what you do, where you're utilizing your unique strengths, and where you're making meaningful contributions to others. Listen carefully, and you will discover how to identify your unique strengths, the ones you might be overlooking, the critical mindset shifts that transform your relationship with money and success, practical techniques to unlock your natural flow of abundance, the specific skills that create extraordinary value in today's world, and how to become the person who naturally attracts success. If you're ready to stop forcing success and start flowing with it instead, this video is for you. Let's dive in. Section 1. Discovering your true strengths. The foundation of sustainable success is building on your authentic strengths, not the ones you think you should have, but the ones that naturally energize you. Here's the problem. Most of us have blind spots when it comes to our greatest talents. We either take them for granted because they come easily to us, or we've buried them beneath years of trying to fit in and meet others' expectations. Let me share 3 unconventional approaches to discovering your true strengths. 1. The energy audit. Pay attention to what gives you energy versus what drains it. Your natural strengths aren't just what you're good at, they're what energizes you. Try this. For 1 week, track your activities and rate them on an energy scale from 1 to 10. Notice patterns. What types of problems, people, or projects light you up? These are clues to your innate strengths. 2. The childhood window. Think back to what captivated you as a child, before the world told you what was practical or valuable. Dr. Angela Duckworth, author of Grit, puts it this way: interest is like a compass. It points to your true north. Most people discover their deepest interests before the age of 15. The challenge is remembering and honoring those interests as adults. What did you lose yourself in for hours? What were you naturally drawn to? These childhood passions often contain the seeds of your adult strengths. 3. The compliment collection. We often dismiss the very things others value most in us. Try this exercise. Ask 10 people who know you well, what do you see as my unique strengths or contributions? Look for patterns in their responses. Often, others can see the value in what we do naturally. Organizational psychologist Dr. Tasha Eurich found in her research that only 10 to 15% of people are truly self-aware. One of the most powerful ways to increase self-awareness is to get feedback from trusted others who can see our blind spots. Your greatest opportunities for success often lie not in overcoming weaknesses, but in leaning into your natural strengths and finding ways to apply them to valuable problems. Remember, the world doesn't reward you for being mediocre at what everyone else can do. It rewards you for being exceptional at what comes naturally to you. Section 2. The Abundance Mindset Revolution. Now let's talk about a critical component that many success gurus gloss over: your relationship with money and abundance. Your money mindset isn't just about positive thinking. It's about the fundamental beliefs that govern how you interact with the flow of abundance in your life. Let me share 3 transformative shifts that changed everything for me and countless others. 1. From scarcity to sufficiency. Most of us were raised with subtle or explicit messages of scarcity. Money doesn't grow on trees. We can't afford that. Rich people are greedy. These beliefs create a constricted relationship with abundance. When you operate from scarcity, you make decisions from fear rather than possibility. Financial psychologist Dr. Brad Klontz explains, Many money behaviors that seem irrational, like self-sabotage or under-earning, are actually perfectly logical responses to unconscious money beliefs we formed in childhood. Becoming aware of these beliefs is the first step to changing them. The shift. Begin noticing scarcity language and thought patterns. Replace "I can't afford that" with "How could I create the resources for that?" Replace "There's not enough" with "There's always enough for what truly matters." 2. From transactional to transformational. In a transactional mindset, money is simply payment for time or tasks. In a transformational mindset, money is a reflection of the value you create in others' lives. Transformational value has no ceiling. When you solve important problems and improve lives, your earning potential becomes unlimited. Entrepreneur and philanthropist Tony Robbins puts it this way: "The secret to wealth is simple. Find a way to do more for others than anyone else does. Become more valuable. Do more. Give more. Be more. Serve more." 3. From owner to channel. This is perhaps the most profound shift. When you see yourself not as the owner of money, but as a channel through which it flows, everything changes. Spiritual teacher and entrepreneur Lynn Twist shares, "When you make your life about being a conduit through which money flows rather than a destination where it stops, you participate in a flow of resources that's bigger than yourself. Money flows through your life, not just to you." The channel mindset asks, how can I be more open to receiving? How can I direct what flows through me toward my highest values? Try this powerful exercise. Each morning, visualize yourself as a clear channel for abundance. See resources, opportunities, and support flowing to you easily. Then visualize this abundance flowing through you to create value, support causes you care about, and enrich the lives of others. This isn't just visualization, it's rewiring your subconscious relationship with abundance. Section 3. Choice Architecture. Decisions that shape success. Your life today is the sum total of your past choices. Your future will be determined by the choices you make starting now. But not all choices are created equal. There are specific decisions that have exponentially greater impact on your success trajectory. Here are the 5 high-leverage choices that successful people consistently make. 1. Choose your peer group deliberately. We drastically underestimate how much our environment shapes us. The 5 people you spend the most time with literally form the container for your growth. Behavioral scientist Dr. David McClelland found that your income, health, habits, and even your thinking patterns will tend to be the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. The choice? Audit your social circle. Who inspires you to level up? Who makes you feel anything is possible? Increase time with them while compassionately creating boundaries with those who reinforce limiting patterns. 2. Choose learning over entertainment. The average American spends over 3 hours daily on social media and 3 hours watching TV. That's nearly 45 full days each year. Imagine investing even half those hours into deliberate learning and growth. The choice? Block time for daily learning. Even 20 minutes of reading, listening to quality podcasts, or taking online courses compounds dramatically over time. 3. Choose discomfort now for freedom later. Successful people don't avoid discomfort. They front-load it. Whether it's having difficult conversations, tackling challenging projects, or delaying gratification, choosing purposeful discomfort today creates freedom tomorrow. Author and entrepreneur Tim Ferriss notes, "A person's success in life can usually be measured by the number of uncomfortable conversations they're willing to have." The choice. Identify the uncomfortable actions with the highest long-term payoff. Schedule them first in your day before willpower depletes. 4. Choose contribution over consumption. We're culturally conditioned to be consumers of products, content, experiences. But lasting success comes from shifting the ratio toward contribution. Ask yourself daily, am I creating more than I'm consuming? The choice? For every hour you spend consuming, spend at least an equal amount creating, contributing, or producing value. 5. Choose growth-focused metrics. What you measure determines your focus. Most people measure themselves against external metrics: income, possessions, social media followers. Truly successful people measure themselves against their previous selves, focusing on growth and progress rather than comparison. Performance coach Dr. Michael Gervais, who works with elite athletes and executives, shares, extraordinary performers focus on competing with themselves rather than others. They're obsessed with continual improvement rather than external validation. The choice? Define personal growth metrics that matter to you. Track them. Celebrate progress, not just outcomes. These 5 choices don't require special talent or privilege. They're available to anyone willing to make them consistently. Section 4. High-value skills for the modern world. Now let's talk about specific skills that generate extraordinary value in today's landscape. While technical skills matter in specific fields, I want to focus on meta skills, higher-order capabilities that amplify everything else you do. Here are the 5 most valuable skills to develop, regardless of your field. 1. Persuasive communication. In a world of infinite information, the ability to communicate clearly and persuasively sets you apart. This includes structuring ideas logically, storytelling that creates emotional connection, adapting your message to different audiences, writing clearly and compellingly. Communication expert Carmine Gallo studied hundreds of successful leaders and found the common thread among the world's most successful people isn't technical expertise. It's the ability to communicate their vision in ways that inspire action. Development strategy. Record yourself explaining complex ideas. Watch it back. Practice eliminating filler words. Join a group like Toastmasters. Write daily, even if just for 10 minutes. 2. Intentional learning. In a rapidly changing world, your ability to learn quickly and deeply is more valuable than any single body of knowledge. This includes extracting key principles from information, creating systems to retain what you learn, applying knowledge across different domains, discerning quality information from noise. Learning expert Dr. Barbara Oakley explains, what makes someone an exceptional learner isn't IQ, but rather their approach to mastery, breaking skills into components, practicing deliberately, and connecting new knowledge to existing frameworks. Development strategy. For any new skill, break it down into sub-skills. Focus on one at a time. Use spaced repetition. Teach what you're learning to others, even if just hypothetically. 3. Emotional intelligence. Your ability to understand and manage emotions, both yours and others, directly impacts your success. This includes self-awareness of your emotional patterns, regulation of difficult emotions, empathy for others' perspectives, social awareness and relationship management. Dr. Daniel Goleman's research found that EQ is twice as important as IQ and technical skills combined in determining outstanding job performance at all levels. Development strategy. Practice naming emotions specifically as you experience them. Journal about emotional triggers. Ask for feedback on how you come across to others. Practice seeing situations from multiple perspectives. 4. Systems thinking. The ability to see connections between seemingly unrelated elements and understand how parts influence the whole. This includes Identifying root causes rather than symptoms. Recognizing patterns across different contexts. Anticipating second and third order effects. Creating efficient processes. Systems scientist Peter Senge notes, "Today's problems come from yesterday's solutions." Systems thinkers understand that quick fixes often create bigger problems down the road. Development strategy. For any challenge, ask why 5 times to find root causes. Map connections between different parts of your life or work. Read across diverse fields to spot similar patterns. 5. Value creation. Perhaps the most fundamental skill is the ability to create genuine value for others. This includes identifying meaningful problems, developing solutions that truly help, delivering results that exceed expectations, packaging value in accessible ways. Marketing expert Seth Godin defines value simply. Value is helping people get what they want. The more people you help, and the more significantly you help them, the more valuable you become. Development strategy. Regularly ask, who am I helping and how? Seek feedback on how your work impacts others. Look for problems that frustrate people and brainstorm solutions. These 5 meta skills compound over time and remain valuable regardless of technological or economic changes. Section 5. Becoming the person who naturally attracts success. Everything we've discussed so far leads to a profound truth. Sustainable success isn't about what you do, it's about who you become. The most successful people I've studied don't chase opportunities. They attract them by developing specific qualities that naturally draw success. Let me share the 5 inner transformations that facilitate this natural flow. 1. From external validation to inner alignment. When your sense of worth comes from within rather than external approval, you make decisions from a place of authenticity rather than fear. Leadership expert Dr. Brené Brown's research reveals, the people with the healthiest relationship with success are those who define themselves by their values rather than their achievements. They still accomplish remarkable things, but their sense of self isn't attached to outcomes. The transformation. Identify your core values. Make decisions based on alignment with these values, rather than others' expectations or external rewards. 2. From reactive to creative. Most people live reactively, responding to whatever demands their attention moment by moment. Successful people live creatively, intentionally designing their lives around their highest priorities. Author and executive coach Dr. Stephen R. Covey distinguishes, reactive people are driven by feelings, circumstances, conditions, and their environment. Proactive people are driven by values, carefully thought about, selected, and internalized. The transformation. Schedule time for your highest priorities before your week begins. Create boundaries that protect your creative energy. Practice responding thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. 3. From fixed to growth mindset. Your beliefs about your abilities fundamentally shape what's possible for you. In her groundbreaking research, Dr. Carol Dweck found that people with a fixed mindset believe their qualities are fixed traits, which leads to a desire to look smart and avoid challenges. Those with a growth mindset believe abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work, leading to a love of learning and resilience. The transformation. Notice fixed mindset language. I'm not good at this. I can't. Replace with growth-oriented language. I'm not good at this yet. How can I improve? Celebrate effort and progress, not just results. 4. From scarcity to generosity. Counterintuitively, the more generously you give, the more abundantly you receive. Adam Grant, organizational psychologist and author of Give and Take, found in his research that the most successful people are often givers, those who contribute to others without expecting immediate payback. While some givers do get exploited, those who give strategically rise to the top of their fields. The transformation: look for small ways to add value without expectation of return. Share knowledge freely. Connect people who can help each other. Celebrate others' successes genuinely. 5. From perfectionism to iteration. Perfectionism doesn't lead to perfect results. It leads to paralysis and procrastination. Iteration, the willingness to start imperfectly and improve continuously, is the actual path to excellence. Reid Hoffman, founder of LinkedIn, famously said, "If you're not embarrassed by the first version of your product, you've launched too late." The transformation: embrace the mantra, progress over perfection. Set deadlines that force completion rather than endless refinement. Seek feedback early and often. Practice shipping your work before you feel completely ready. These transformations aren't overnight changes, they're ongoing practices. But even small shifts in these directions can dramatically alter your relationship with success. We've covered a lot of ground today, from discovering your natural strengths to developing high-value skills to becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts abundance. But here's what I want you to remember above all else. Success isn't something you chase, it's something you attract by becoming a person of value. The universe doesn't respond to what you want, it responds to who you are becoming. Start today. Choose one idea from this video that resonated most strongly and take one small action to implement it. Remember that small actions, consistently taken, create massive results over time. If this video helped you, please hit the like button and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Drop a comment letting me know which part resonated most with you. And remember, you are not meant to force success or struggle for abundance. You are meant to find your natural flow, where your unique strengths meet the world's needs, and become a channel through which value naturally flows. Until next time, keep growing, keep giving, and keep becoming the person you're capable of being.